Play Coconut Cake.
Coconut Cake on Amazon Music.
What? I'm waiting for the music, like the beat to drop or something. That is the beat. You guys, Easter is coming up. Somebody asked me if I was ready and I was like, huh? It is springtime officially. The sun is out. I was about to say the temperature is right, but it was definitely 22 degrees the other night. So, you know, it is the season for coconut cakes. Now, if you remember, I did a coconut cake last year, but you guys, I was following a famous YouTuber's recipe and once again, I mean, we are sloshing and that butter went straight to the outside of that bowl. There's really no point in me scraping it down. I'm really just playing in my food at this point. So, you know, but we're just gonna do what the recipe says, and because I know it's gonna be delicious, okay? It was one of the weirdest recipes I think I've ever made. And I was like, what? So I'm just gonna do a redo. It's gonna be Mauritius Couture coconut cake, because baby girl's a little bit picky when it comes to food. You wanna do it with me? Coconut cake, updated version 2024. What do you guys think? If so, please subscribe to the channel if you aren't yet, and press on the notification bell. And then let's get started. Okay, Cakenistas, let's make one of the best coconut cakes that you might ever have in your life. I have all of the ingredients here that I'm going to need for my cake. In a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add in my granulated sugar, some cornstarch, some baking powder, salt, and all-purpose flour. And now I'm going to give this a really good whisk. I actually whisked for a couple of minutes because I wanted to make sure to not only incorporate all of the dry ingredients, but also add some air into the dry ingredients. And this will just help to make for a lighter textured, fluffier cake. It's very similar to sifting, but if you don't feel like sifting, just give it a few little whisks. Now, if you watch my videos, you probably already know that I always use buttermilk. And no, I never buy buttermilk. I probably bought buttermilk once in my life. I'll always make it using either vinegar or lemon juice. Here, I'm going to use lemon juice in my whole milk, and then I let it sit for about 10 minutes. I added in my vegetable oil, and I'm also going to add in my room temperature large eggs and my vanilla extract. My vanilla extract has vanilla beans in there. So now I'm going to add in my vanilla pudding. This is the secret to every great cake that I make, at least. It's vanilla pudding. So now we're going to do coconut extract. And you know what? If you can find a coconut pudding, I don't even know if that's a thing, but if it's a thing out there, get it, okay? Because it will make your cake that much better. I'll put in a good amount of coconut extract in with the vanilla extract. And if you really like coconut flakes, then you can definitely add some in your batter. I'm the type that really likes just a good fluffy cake, and then I like the coconut a little bit like in the frosting. Check the description below for the recipe. Also check the description for the links to special tools and items that you may see in my videos. If you like what you see, you can more than likely find it on my Amazon marketplace. You guys, ever since St. Patty's Day when I made that whiskey cake and I used my little nonstick goop, didn't even use it to the T because I'm out of shortening, but I've just been making it with flour and oil, and it has been working just as well. And now there's almost no need for me to mess with my silicone mats or my little parchment paper. So try that out. I'm gonna bake my 3 8-inch cakes in a 350 degree preheated oven for 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Now, as you can see, I'm already making my buttercream. I'm starting out with a good amount of unsalted, softened butter. Once again, adding in some vanilla extract. And I didn't put coconut extract in my buttercream because I just like a regular good vanilla buttercream. Now, if you want coconut through and through, once again, go ahead and add that. This is your cake, okay? Have a great time. Enjoy. I'm also going to add in my powdered sugar, and ultimately I let my buttercreams whip up for at least 10 minutes. until fluffy. I do have a video on how I make my buttercream. I will leave that in the description. Look at this cake. Tell me it does not look store-bought. And this is the bottom layer. The bottom layer, okay, so this is gonna sound a little bit like a little ghetto, but I only have 2 bake even strips and I really need 3. And I don't know, I think I threw the 3rd one away because it ripped up. But I have 2 bake even strips and you can definitely tell which of the 2 layers got the bake even strips and which one didn't. However, the one that didn't, which is obviously the bottom one, is still super moist and bouncy and fluffy and amazing. But look at what a bake even strip does. I see some people question the magic of the bake even strip. It's real. And if you don't have bake even strips but you want this result, soak a kitchen towel in water and wrap it around your cake while it's baking and just do a safety pin to secure it. So you pretty much get the same result. This cake, literally, I had to show y'all the bottom of the cake because it looks like a store-bought cake. It looks so moist. I'm putting a thin layer of buttercream in between each layer of cake, and that's because the coconut flakes are so sweet, to me at least, that any more like a thick layer of frosting I feel like is a little bit overkill. Now I'm going to frost my entire cake. I'm not even going to do a crumb coat, really, because I was in a rush. Okay, as you can see, this is actually true speed. I am actually that fast, believe it or not. That is not sped up. That is nature. that is all me. Okay, so I pulled out a cake comb because I initially couldn't find my regular straight up and down, and I'm like, oh, let me use a cake comb. And then I get to using it, and this is why I never use a cake comb. It just gives me store-bought ShopRite Acme. Now that's a good time when you need it, but I can't. I just never have been able to use a regular cake comb, and that's why I just went ahead. I went searched again and found the metal one that I was looking for, and I went and cleaned that up real quick. Now when I think of a coconut cake, especially one that's rich like this, I think of home style, Sunday dinner, dessert, and just like a really good homemade cake. With that in mind, I tend to decorate those cakes to look a little bit more rustic. I'm not after that perfect look. You can see I have air bubbles in the buttercream that I'm not worried about trying to smooth out. And then with the coconut flakes being on there as the decoration, it just kind of plays into each other, and I really like that, especially for Easter. Now the design that I decided to do for this cake, I was stressing about it, like, what am I going to make this look like? I have no idea. Then I remembered the first time that I made a coconut cake for someone other than myself. It was for my grandmother, and this was the design that I ended up doing for her, and it was so beautiful, and it just, I don't know, this just makes me think of her now. She thought it was gorgeous and she loved it. So in my head, this is like my classic coconut cake design with a little bit more couture, because you see me pulling out the gold leaf. And while this is a classic springtime dessert, it is giving me winter vibes as well, because it's giving me a nice little snowy feel. I think this is a great cake year round. I can't tell you guys enough how good it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Couture in a coconut cake. Bye guys. I was at the farmer's market and they had those young green coconuts with a straw that's already in there, or like it's like a puncture hole thing and you gotta like bop it, then you put your straw in there and drink it. My mom, she was like, let me taste it. She's never had coconut water before. I was like, all right, now this isn't sweetened. I gave her a drop to taste. She said, Peely. Ew, you like that? I was like, I love this. The cake needs to comment of the day is going to go to Ayo Wolf 090. On my cookies and cream cake, Ayo Wolf says, hey Marisha, I've been binge watching your videos, LOL, thank you so much. I had an event I found on Facebook and I was super excited to go. I watched one of your videos where you went to one and no one was there, and you said if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Child. Turns out the event was fake and I would have lost $50, so thank you. I found another one for this Easter, and I know this one's legit. Your videos are super helpful. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm so glad that you didn't fall for it. The whole event was fake. That is crazy. And the sad part is, you know that there were people who didn't have that same gut feeling or just didn't go with it, and they got scammed. Crazy. I'm so glad that you like followed your gut. Gotta follow your gut, man. Especially, it's ridiculous out here in these pop-up shop streets. It's so sad that like now you have to think about being careful when signing up for vendor events. With the situation with me, it was technically a real event, but she just did a horrible job at planning it. Like a really bad job. Like a really, really bad job. And it would have been if I had stayed me and 4 other vendors and no customers in sight. We would have just been sitting there talking to each other. Thank you so much for commenting. That is so crazy. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm so glad that I can help. If not in the cake way, then I'm glad that I can help you guys with your businesses, or I can inspire you to go out there and sell it. Like, I can't believe I'm inspiring anybody, but like, y'all are inspired and it's beautiful and I'm loving it. If you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below and be subscribed to the channel. I can't believe people are out here making fake events. Follow me on Facebook. Follow my Instagram, Mauritius_couture_cakes, and say hi. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, cake nieces.